Hello everyone, Armor King TV21 here, and today I bring you a new video talking about Armor King from Tekken 5 Dark Resurrection. Now, this is the worst interpretation of Armor King to ever exist. This is the actual worst version of him. And the reason being is because he was introduced in Tekken 5 Dark Resurrection as a more grappler-oriented version of the Armor King that we know and love today. Instead of being fully focused in strikes, or before his strikes got buffed to being who he is today, his throw game was a lot more focused, but it also wasn't his strongest point. They had no idea exactly what to do with Armor King when he came back. So, first things first, the first order of business is talking about Armor King's pokes. He still had down forward 4, which is really good. He has down forward 1, and in this game, it's not as good. In fact, I believe it's only like +1, or not even +1. I think this poke is like neutral on hit and like -4 on block, while also he didn't have a quarter circle back 1+2 throw yet. He did not have Hades drop, but he did have double arm swing, which is nice. I believe he had all of his chain throws, so this is nice as well, right? So he had some things going for him, but the tools that we know, like back 1, this is a much slower version than Armor King's current back 1, or at least his back 1 from Tekken 7 onward. This was a 14-frame counter hit launcher. However, its upside is that it could recover a lot faster. So, what you'd want to do with this is that you do back 1, down 2, back 1, up, and then you do something like this. Which, as you can see, Armor King's combo damage wasn't super huge back then either. Forward 2-1 was a high string. I don't even think it was natural on hit. Let me see. Okay, so it's natural on hit, so that's an upside, but this move, forward 2-1, high, boom, boom. You can't even, it doesn't even have the range that forward 2 has nowadays, and it's just, it's high, right? So you could never actually hit somebody with this move confidently. In fact, your whiff punishment tools were definitely forward 1+4, which was 14 frames in this game, or if not 15, I think it's slower. I think it's 15 frames. Very slow whiff punishment tool. You didn't even have the Stone Cold Stunner. In fact, you had... And this move, I think, is overall better because it's a counter hit tool. And this was the counter hit string before forward 3-4-3, which is not a counter hit tool in this game. And the first hit is a high. Look at how high that reaches. Very terrible move. Very terrible string. In fact, I don't even think the second hit actually gets you the whole string here. Okay, so it does. Wait. Okay, so it does. Okay, that's all we care about. But we also have his Demon Paw, and in this game, his Demon Paw is unsafe at -11 to -12 on block, and it doesn't even knock down, dude. I don't even think it knocked down... Okay, it knocks down on counter hit, and he can still tech roll. So, even so, yeah, regardless, you can't really get much of anything with this. And down 3+4, his Ali kick string, he doesn't even have a string in this game. It's just one Ali kick. That's all you get with Armor King in Tekken 5 Dark Resurrection. Down 3+4. A high crushing low. You don't even get down 3+4 3. You have down 3+4 by itself. That's it. That's all you get. It's incredibly sad. Dude, his 3+4 2 isn't even... I know it's not natural. I know it's not natural. Because I've had this blocked. Look at that. Not natural, dude. That's crazy to me. Right? See how that's natural? But you can do... And that's not natural. That's crazy. And this is normally natural in Tekken games. So, boop, boop. Oh, crap. Let me try this again. Counter hit natural combo. Not natural in any game. But, you know, there was some upsides to this character. And that was 1+2, 2 was a full knockdown. Just like it was in Tekken 7, except this knockdown doesn't put you super far away. And it grants Armor King a chance to waivu in your face. So you actually get a nice mix-up from this. I could say that, but you'd also have down back 3. You notice how down back 3 knocks down on normal hit? This is great! This looks like it could This looks like it could combo. This looks like a good combo. Yeah, you only get down 3+4 from it. That's the only follow-up you get from this. You can't even crouch cancel into a down forward 1. You can't even do the down 1-4 string. It's just this into this. That's all you get. This, maybe if you did down back 3 into down back 3. And that's not even accounting for their possible tech roll. So you can do this into this. Or maybe you can do this into this. It doesn't even look like they can tech roll there, so at least you can get this, and then you can get this. Or, like I said, you can get this into this, and that's just more damage. You can probably get this into a ground throw. Nope, you can't even get a ground throw. Never mind. Yeah, so no. Like, the tools that you'd expect to work just don't work like they want you to. Look at that. On hit, he already recovers like he's Jack 8. Or not Jack 8, just like Jack's... Like any Jack that does the roll move from across the screen. Yeah, Armor King on hit automatically recovers like this. So, what's really funny about this is that Armor King also does this on block. So this motherfucker becomes absolutely launch punishable on block. So this tool is almost completely useless to Armor King. And we're not even going to talk about forward 4 neutral 2 that much. Because this move literally almost has no place except if you're fighting a character like Jinpachi. So like, your 1+2 2 is the only thing making this counter hit combo work on bigger characters. This counter hit combo doesn't even apply to most of the cast. So you could, honestly, forward 4 neutral 2 being a counter hit launcher that is -19 on block, and with your follow-ups most of the time, like actually whiffing, you can't even pick up with down forward 3 here. So Armor King in Tekken 5 DR is definitely at his weakest. Like, he didn't even have his standard while standing 2. He had this weird-ass move. What is this? Bop! Bop! A bop! And what does this do on counter hit? A bop! Nothing. This move is just plus frames. That's it. That's all this move is plus frames. You don't even actually get a follow-up from this. It says it's like a -10 follow-up, but look at, or an I-10 follow-up. So let me try this, right? Okay, so it says it's natural, but that is like literally almost nothing, right? So you get while standing 2, and I'm betting they just want you to do giant swing or something like that. And giant swing is just out of the range for it to actually matter. In fact, I'm actually super curious on one thing, on what the maximum plus frames are. It looks like 12 is the maximum plus frames. So if you did have back 1, 2 that was, you know, an actual string in this game, it would work out for you. But unfortunately, Armor King doesn't have back 1, 2. He just has back 1. And unfortunately, it's 14 frames of startup. So you're not going to get much of anything special on that. So yeah, that's a lot of Armor King from Tekken 5 DR. Like, he had a lot. Look at this. Crouch Dash 4 doesn't even knock down, man. Oh my god. Like, it only knocked down on counter hit. For a mini combo that only works on big characters, by the way. Yet, you did have Crouch Dash 3, right? You had Crouch Dash 3 as an unblockable. I think you had Moonsault. Oh no, do you not have Moonsault? Hold on. Oh my lord. You had the Bass Ackwards Moonsault. You also had this super terrible version of While Standing 1. Ooh. Armor King in Tekken 5 Dark Resurrection was not a pretty sight. Not at all. A lot of his buttons were unsafe. A lot of his, like, super choice moves that you would normally use, like, Forward 4 had the same problem as King's Forward 1 in Tekken 4, where this move would just whiff because it was too high. It was a mid that had a super high hurt box. Back 3, it didn't give you any kind of knockdown. Like, I could go all day about this. I think the upside, no. Oh my god. This was a counter hit launcher for King, and it's not even a counter hit launcher for Armor King. Oy vey. I think that this knocks down on normal hit in Tekken 7. This is a knockdown on counter hit in Tekken 5 DR. They made Armor King work his ass off in Tekken 5 DR. And honestly, I've seen people put Armor King from DR below Bears in terms of viability, in terms of, like, character playability. And you know what? JDCR still played this character, which should tell you something. Just because a character is weak doesn't mean you get to completely sell them off, right? But yeah, this has been Armor King in Tekken 5 Dark Resurrection. I wanted to share this character with you guys just a little bit, just to drive home just how weak this version of the character was. And we're so close to Tekken 8 Armor King, it's gonna feel like complete whiplash from how terrible this character is to how amazing Tekken 8 Armor King is gonna feel. Thank you guys so much for watching this video, and I'll see you guys in the next Armor King video. Bye-bye!
Shout his name!
Armor King!